Jason from Sugar Tree Farms donated both these bikes and then dared us to ride them back to Tampa. But
it's me and you versus the world, kid, and it's a big world. You okay? Were you about to pass out?
No!
What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here at the site of one of my greatest failures. Well, I don't know if it was my greatest failure, but it was a failure nonetheless. I mean, not completely. I did make it back home on the 79 Shovelhead, but I have to make it this time because the first time I went across the desert, guess what? I was missing something. I was missing the horn. I was missing Cuthbert's horn. And this time, when we go across the desert, when the man in black flees and we follow him across the desert, this time we have everything we need.
The man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslingers followed. I've been here before, but Ka's a wheel. I may even be here again, but I think I got it this time. Feel it already, the Rockies are calling my name. And beyond it, the city of Blood. I think they call it Denver nowadays. But before we get there, we gotta make our way through this wasteland. Let's go. We're gonna be doing it in the pitch black night, in the middle of the night, in the dark, dodging deers and potholes and everything else the desert has to throw at us. Maybe a little bit of ancient and weary magic out there too. Something real nasty in the circle might be waiting for us. But me and Shay Lacey, we have a thirst for adventure, baby, and ain't nothing gonna turn us back. Down, down, dropping down into the desert. Into the frying pan, baby. I see a long, straight line into nothing. Let's mow it down. I remember what happens to Roland at the tavern. That's gonna be a hard pass. When I tell you we are in the middle of nowhere with nothing around and not a single person, you gotta believe I mean it. Oh, except for Walter White over there cooking some meth in his van. We are about alone as alone gets. I'll end up seeing a car like maybe every 10 to 15 miles. It really is insane how much nothing there is out here. Nothing, no people, no light, no cell phone service. Like, all of a sudden it dawns on me, this would be a very awkward place to break down. We'll just go ahead and leave it at that. It'll be a very, very awkward place to break down. Like in the back of a Volkswagen. I don't normally put clauses on my videos, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on this one. Do not attempt to cross Utah at night. That's what we're doing. And just looking around right now, it looks like pretty much what's in Utah is nothing. There's nothing in Utah. And so if you're crossing Utah in the middle of the night, you get bent out of shape and you break your leg, buddy, you're coyote food. A fork in the road. Turning right is definitely the safer choice. It's the straight shot home. That's not a bunch of mountains and unknowns. And left is dead across the state of Utah in the middle of the night. And straight to adventure. Cowabunga it is, baby! About to lose the moon. behind the mountain there. That sucks. Now we're really in the dark. We're about to navigate some hairy mountain passes in the middle of the night and without even a moon on our side. Shaylisi, this is a character building experience for you. 40-year-old motorcycle in the middle of the mountains, Arizona, Utah, pitch black night. Why the hell not? I don't like to think about what the worst could happen is. All I think about is the good stuff. The glory, baby! The glory. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The adulation of many flouncing, bouncing young women. At least, in my head, that's how it goes. I imagine there's a long drop over there. Lucky I can't see it, man. If you can't see it, you can't be scared of it, right? That's why those peril-sensitive sunglasses work so well. Oh, now we're going deep within the bosom of the mountain. Let's do some night moves, baby. Grease us up and let us slide on through. All right, other side of the mountain, we got the moon back. Let me tell you what, the recklessness, this reckless optimism, this absolutely chaotic good that we are, it is much beloved by the moon. So let us ride on. Well, if that was the bosom earlier, I don't know what we just greased up and slid through there, Mother Nature. Well, just filled up here in Page, Arizona. We got to try to make it all the way to Durango. It's about 260 miles, which is going to need a fill up. We can't do that without stopping. And I asked the cashier in there if they knew there were any gas stations open between here and Durango, and they gave me a resounding maybe. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? I know from experience I can get at least 140 miles out of a GL 500. 650? Well, I ain't run one of these out of gas yet. So, let's find out. There's a shit ton of wild dogs around here, so let's just fill up and get the fuck out.
Why are they wild?
Because we're in the middle of nowhere.
What do wild dogs do?
Look for food. They're like all like at the edge of the lights out there.
You want to give them a...
You want to give them a hot dog?
It says no mask, no service.
No mask, no service, but watch out for the wild dogs attacking you in the parking lot. We're only at 55 miles. I just don't want to take any chances. I'll tell you, breaking down in the middle of nowhere with no gas is definitely a character building experience. All right, let's roll for the dogs bring reinforcements. I think I've told you guys this before. Me and Shaylisi have been testing out a few different products for road trips, one of which is BioFreeze. Well, it's not BioFreeze. This stuff is all natural. It's not green like you see BioFreeze. So I think it works a lot better than BioFreeze. I use it on my hand because I have arthritis like a bastard in these knuckles, and that's the only way I'm able to keep on going. More? Where? On your shoulders? Anyway, we've tested out a few different formulas. We're actually on the final one, I think. I think this one is the winner. Ooh. This is a treacherous parking lot. All right. Whew. Back on the road. Back on the road and beloved of the moon. Well, I thought we were on a normal highway, but this all of a sudden has turned into a dirt road. Right on. Here we go. I have no idea where we are. I think we're in New Mexico for some reason. And like I said, we're on a dirt road. I am sure Shaylisi's not super stoked about this, but she's handling it. Okay, now we're climbing. There's no guardrail, and it's a dirt road. And we're on fully loaded, technically baggers. Oh, beautiful. Is it turning back into pavement? Nope, never mind. Still no guardrails. God damn. I know Shaylisi's got to be pissed. The gravel's getting bigger, which is, it's fine, but it does make the front of the bike just wander all over the place, so it makes it feel like you're going to fall down, which I guess if you overcorrect from it, you definitely could. Come on, I'm just falling back a little bit. Let's slow down a little bit. I know you can do it, Shay. I know you have to do it because there's no other choice. We're on the road, so... Alright, Shay. Come on, you got it. You're a dirt bike rider. You can do this. Of course, after riding all day, this ain't exactly... this ain't exactly what you want to do in the home stretch, that's for sure. Not in the middle of the night. Come on, Shay. You got it. I believe in you. I don't believe in New Mexico. It's like, what the hell, man? Come on, Shay. Man, it's just like the washboard is killing me. Come on, Shay. You can do it. Can't be that much longer. All right. Seems like we're kind of evening out, although I'm not holding my rope. Never mind. God damn it. Come on, Shay. You can do it. I believe in you. You got this. She's probably white knuckling back there. I feel so bad for her. It is like pretty slippery. So it's not, I mean, especially on just like complete street tires, loaded down motorcycles, definitely not ideal. That's for sure. If I'm slipping around, I know she's probably not having the happiest time back there. Well, we ain't got a choice. This is it. We've gone too far to go back at this point. All right, smoothing out now. Oh, speak too soon, Josh. How much longer could this go on for? Still going. This is like an endless road of gravel. Come on. I really personally don't mind. I just don't want Shay Lisi to be super stressed out, which she probably is. I mean, this is pretty stressful. Still going. We've been on this road for like several miles at this point. Is this really going to be 14 miles of gravel? It can't be. Come on. All right, it is a little smoother, but we're definitely still riding on dirt right now. Come on. Aha! Pavement, baby! We made it! You did it! Well, I'm going to go ahead and have to rate the off-road capability of the GL650 pretty low. But it is still capable. I don't want to speak too soon and say we're home clear right now because it looks like it easily turned back into dirt again. Lights are Durango. I'm not completely positive because we're not there yet. It could just be like a power station or something. But I'm pretty sure this is Durango. Now let's just see if we can get one last tank of gas to get us there. Hopefully this place up here is open. The last gas station we went to was closed, and sometimes they let you use the pumps when they're closed, but that one did not. Well, this has been a roller coaster ride of a trip across the country so far. It's been 116 degrees. You almost died from heat stroke. You almost died on a gravel road, and now it's windy and you're freezing.
I didn't sign up for off-roading. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Somebody needs to call the manager of New Mexico right now. Get him on the phone.
I think you're thinking of the governor.
The governor of New Mexico. Feel fine.
I mean, I feel fine too. That's why I said I can't believe it.
I know, it's crazy. Mentally fine, physically not fine. The mind is willing, but the body is weak and spongy. All right, 60 more miles, and you know what? I'm about whipped today too. Whoa, that's a big old mountain over there in the dark. I didn't start today where I started this video. We started the day about 500 miles before I started that video, so it's been a long day.
We have survived the long, dark night, full of ancient and weary terrors, black magic, terrible dark visions, and we awake to the morning sun, which has burned away last night's phantasm. Well, I guess it's the afternoon sun, really. We're getting our normal start. Nothing like getting up in the morning to do the $1 Million Highway. You really want to enjoy it, just get up at the crack of noon. It's the best time to enjoy it, I've heard. Right? Right.
The $1 Million Highway, Shay. The thing of legends. Oh, this is where I was supposed to go last time. I failed.
Put on the shovel head, you fucking idiot.
I was going to do it on the shovel head, yeah.
Not a good
All right. Why wouldn't it start? I was about to go for my redemption run, and I just noticed I left Shay Lisi behind. I think she stole her bike. Oh, at this point, I better go back and check on her. What's up?
I'm not getting anything.
Is your kill switch on? What happened? You stalled it and then it stopped? Let me take a look at it. All right, well, we were going to do the $1 Million Highway, but a bit of my bike maintenance first. Doing anything weird last night?
No, not at all.
Gotta start it neutral. So you had the clutch pulled in, but look what I just noticed. So this is the clutch safety switch. So I just looked down here and that fell off. So that's why it wouldn't start with the clutch in.
More you know.
Start simple, you know, always start simple. There you go, man. I love it when there's an easy solution. That is Shelby 101 right there. Always start with the easiest and work your way to the hardest. All right, as I was saying, redemption. This was always the plan last time. When I did the Shovelhead cross-country trip, I was always supposed to take the $1 Million Highway. That's why I wanted to do it so badly. And I know there's plenty of amazing named roads out there, but the $1 Million Highway, it's got such a legend surrounding it that it's been on my bucket list roads for a very long time. So I'm back, baby. And like I said, I've got the horn hanging on my side this time. I've got Cuthbert behind me. This time it's going to be different. I got the same number of cylinders, slightly less displacement, about the same age old, but infinitely more reliable. Still a little sketchy sometimes, but compared to a Shovelhead, we're going to go ahead and call it more reliable. Can we get past this last RV? No. Damn it. Not that I'm trying to come out here and slay the $1 Million Highway. It is still a very dangerous road. But if I don't have to be stuck behind an RV, I'd prefer not to be. I just also want to say how proud I am of Shay Lisi right now. You know, she might be a hobbit, which I guess makes me Gandalf, although I way more identify with Radagast the Brown. But if she's a hobbit, she's definitely got some took in her, because this is definitely a strange and unexpected journey. We didn't expect this to happen. We flew into Portland to talk to Jason from Sugar Tree Farm about making Brapstar marijuana products, and also he donated the Silver Wing that Shay's on to be raffled off for Forgotten Angels. That raffle's getting pulled in October. There's also a Hummer H1 in that raffle. 100% of proceeds getting donated to charity to help young men who've aged out of the foster care system. Well, he challenged me to ride that bike across the country back home from Portland, Oregon. I said, no way, man. I got Shay Lisi with me. I've already done that to her twice. I'm not doing it to her again. He goes, yeah, I thought you'd say that. And then he whipped the cover off of this Silver Wing. 2 Silver Wings. Silver Wing 2, baby. The GL 650s. Pretty amazing considering it's a 1-year bike. Well, who am I to piss in the face of the wind of fate? It was meant to be, baby. So Shay Lisi back there with literally about 36 hours notice and far away from home decided to not fly home and instead jump on that bike and ride 44,000 miles plus across the country. And so far she's done, 500-600 miles days. She's dodged wildfires in California. She rode through Death Valley all the way to St. George in 116-degree heat. Freaking 500 miles under cover of the night and 10 miles of washed out gravel road. Shay Lisi, you can't fake that. There's no YouTube razzle dazzle that can fake that. This is the real deal, baby, and she is killing it. She's going hard, and I'm so proud of her. People coming down from $1 Million Highway, man, there were so many bikes in the parking lot of our hotel room. I absolutely loved seeing it. Of course, they all, I think they all left at before 9. Me and Shaylee's out here at the crack of noon, but hey, there are 2 wolves inside you. One wolf is up till 4 o'clock in the morning arguing with people in the Instagram comment section, and the other wolf sleeps till noon. Which wolf wins? Oh, my man, out here on the trikes, dude. Man, don't let not being able to balance a bike stop you. You can still get your knees in the breeze. I know some people love to talk shit about trikes. Not me, man. If you're out here doing it, I'm about it. Oh, look at that, baby. The mountains are calling. God, how different it is from what we were just experiencing. If you guys saw the previous video on the channel, or if you've been watching Shay Lisi's video, we were just at Zion, all over the California desert, Yosemite, Grand Canyon, and then you come here to these mountains, and they're just like they're covered in moss. There's these green carpeted bumps in the landscape. I love it. Ooh, I think I can. We're gonna be doing some climbing today. And even though the 650 motor, man, it makes substantially more horsepower, or at least it feels that way, than the 500, it still is going to need some downshifting when you're talking about hills like these.
Like, I am wide open throttle right now, holding 65. I could probably go faster if I downshifted, but I just don't feel the need to. You could think a mountain's just a mountain, but God, they all look so freaking different. It's crazy how we're down there in Zion. The mountains look like almost like they're made out of sand. And then here, and you're just like, whoa, dude. Okay, I get it. Rockies. All right, I get it. It's very rocky. I think I can. I mean, it's not. The bike makes fine power. Just like, nah, you're going uphill enough, you got to downshift. That's not that weird. Wow, man. My first time in Colorado. My first time laying eyes on the Rockies, like not from an airplane and not from somebody else's video. Holy moly. This is what I was missing. Oh, it feels good. After trying so many times, failing, other things happening, keeping me from coming here. Here I am. It feels good. It feels meant to be. I love that mountain. Just looks like it's a big bald spot poking out of the ground up there. Okay. It's so crazy to see just like the crazy peaks that are super bald like that, just interspersed with the smaller ones that are covered in trees. It's very, very cool. Everything out here. It's like, I know I got to pay attention because, like I said, it's not like this ain't no death road or anything like that. It's got a reputation, but you definitely want to pay attention, I imagine. Of course, so says I. I've never been on the damn thing. Well, even if all it was these views right here, that'd be about worth it, wouldn't it? As I'm already going up it right here at the beginning, probably before it ever even gets really steep. I gotta tell you, making the decision to not take the shovel head on this road was probably a good one. Because it also, like, taking this route would have also added probably like 400 or 500 miles to our entire trip. And it skidded over the finish line on fire, smoking and half dead anyway. Add another 500 miles on top of it. I don't know if it would have made it. Now we're getting steep. Luckily, these little Twisted Twins, I mean, even though they don't have a whole ton of power, they love to rev. And they are not joking about that 9,500 RPM red line. They mean it. Oh, gosh, this feels good. Wow, the air smells clean. It's brisk. Everything is green. I like that. You know, all these mountains that we end up doing out in California and Arizona and Utah and stuff. Like, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a Florida boy, and even though this don't look anything like Florida, it is definitely green, which I like. Wow, this is just unreal. Oh my God, it's like out of a movie. It's my movie though. It's my YouTube. This is like out of a YouTube video. I say this about every mountain road I'm on, but God, I don't know how you could ever get tired of something like this. What a gift. Oh my gosh. How could you just not be blown away with wonder at this site? I don't understand. I don't see how you couldn't be blown away by this amazing site. And if you weren't, then I'm going to call you a liar. And if you still say you're not, then I'm going to call you a miserable son of a bitch who doesn't know how to have any fun. Let's check for Shay Lacey back there for a second. I get so caught up and looking at the views, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Gotta make sure she's still there in my rearview mirror. One thing that Shay Lacey's really good about, though, is riding her own ride. She always does her thing, and she ain't gonna let anybody else push her out of shape. That's a good thing too, because that's how I know I can push her, because she's got a pretty good idea of where she stands, so she won't let me push her too far. And that's a good thing, you know? You don't want someone to push you too far, but you don't want someone to not push you at all.
Doing it on a vintage Triumph. Up here on some vintage British steel, baby. We can't talk any crap. That motorcycle is got the same size engines as our motorcycle does. It's a 650 twin. Although I'll probably say, yeah, it sounds a lot cooler. I'll probably say an old Triumph probably runs a little hotter than these 650s. Anyway,
We're about to go over there, right?
over where? I don't know. I've got no sense of direction whatsoever. I'm just following the little black box where it tells me to go. Yeah, sure, over there. That looks right. Also was just like waxing poetic about all of this, about $1 Million Highway and the Rockies and how beautiful it was. And I got up here and I realized my GoPro was dead. The best laid plans of mice and men. What can we say? You know, all this build-up, redemption run, I'm back at it. I just yelled all my thoughts and all my feelings, just yelled it directly to the air, into the ether, into the void, into nothing.
I mean, I usually just do that in my bathroom, so it's better to do that on the road. You know?
There we go. This is a better view than the shower, at least. See, I could have taken the Harley on here. My man out here putting me to shame on the 650 Triumph.
It looks like it works a lot better than me.
Old Triumph like that, they're probably on par with each other. Old Triumphs and old Harleys had a lot in common. Not the engine displacement, not the engine configuration, but breaking down a lot. That's what they had in common. As I hear them sputter going down the hill.
Well, since my GoPro died, I not know where, on the first part of us climbing up the $1 Million Highway, you guys are just gonna have to use your imagination, but it shouldn't be that hard. I was going on about the grandiose nature of the mountains, the legendary name of the $1 Million Highway, and just my absolute elation at being able to view such a beauty, such a gorgeous landscape, and how I don't deserve it, but the fact that I don't deserve it makes me enjoy it more. So far, Colorado's great. Well, luckily, we're stopping in Silverton to get some food, so my GoPro died during the very beginning of the $1 Million Highway, which I don't know that much about it, but I gotta assume that the very beginning is probably not the coolest part of it. The coolest part is probably much later, so, and I can't go back and turn it on, so I can't. Actually, I guess I could go back, start again, and just try to remember what I said and say it all over again, but that doesn't sound like too much fun, so onwards and upwards. Well, downwards right now, but upwards later. Going to a place called Handlebars in Silverton. You know, we haven't really done any sort of biker bars or motorcycle themed anything besides Legion, of course, in Portland, and riding motorcycles everywhere. We don't have to go to a motorcycle themed restaurant or bar for on motorcycles riding across the country, but I don't know, man. In the middle of the mountains, I saw a place called Handlebars. I'm like, all right, you got me. I'm gonna check it out. You got my ass. Man, I thought the $1 Million Highway was supposed to be dangerous. What's with this guardrail? Come on. We don't need no stinking guardrails. Gosh, I hope I don't eat those words later. Well, this has got to be Silverton down there. It's crazy, just come through all these mountain passes, see nothing but all this greenery around and wildlife and wilderness, and boom, right there in the middle of a valley, there's a whole ass town. Ah, so cool to be able to see it from up here. My goodness gracious, that's beautiful. Everyone in their cars has got to be like, what is this dipshit doing riding around with one hand on his motorcycle in the mountains? making memories, baby. That's what I'm doing. Making memories. I hate that too. I hate it when people are like, that's why I don't mind these buses in front of us, because it's just giving me a chance to, have to ride slow anyway, so I might as well like get some cool pictures and some cool video of me and Shay. And I hate it when people are like, put down the phone, put down the camera, just remember the moment, remember the experience. I'm just like, come on, just stop it with that moral, like, the way I experience things is better than you. Freaking gatekeeping, boom ass bullshit. Don't hit me with that crap, dude. I want to take pictures. I want to take videos. I like doing that. That's how I enjoy myself more. Like if I came here and I didn't take a single video or a single picture, I would have not good of as a time as I'm having. So you get the hell off your high horse, man. I'm doing things my way, all right? And if you're watching this right now, don't let anybody else tell you how to have experiences. You do them however the hell you like to best. Dude, this place looks so freaking cool. Dude, what an awesome place it would be to bring like dirt bikes, like right up here with the truck with the dirt bikes in the back and just freaking explore the Rockies from this town. Well, let me see how Handlebars is. If they got a good bar that's open past 9 o'clock, which sometimes it isn't in these mountain towns, then I think Silverton's going to be our spot. Oh, they got a bunch of freaking side-by-sides for rent, so there must be trails around here. I just don't know much about Colorado. I know there's some places that are just like really down on exploration on gas-powered off-road vehicles, so I don't know if Colorado is one of them or if they're friendly to it, but seeing all these guys around, I'd say they're friendly. Man, this little town, this is so cool. I wonder how old these buildings are. I wonder if they're... It must be, I bet they're historic. I wonder how back it goes. Got to be like 1800s, right? Well, here we are. Handlebars Cafe, is that it? Like this town with like the mountains in the background? It doesn't even look real, does it? Oh, dang, I thought it was handlebars like motorcycle handlebars. That's a mustache. Well, they've got stiff competition because there's the pickle barrel across the street. The pickle barrel was almost there, but I'm not going to complain. It's got exactly my kind of decor, which is just crap everywhere. They're playing nothing but country music, so far, Handlebars, a win. I mean, it's a ski resort. Maybe people do ski down it. Handlebars had a bunch of crazy shit on the wall, which I like, but that was about the only cool thing about the place. I got an elk burger. I don't know if maybe all elk burgers taste like hockey pucks, but we'll have to go ahead and give that one. It'll make a turd. All right, everyone needs a little help sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. Well, after the elk burger by Wayne Gretzky there at Handlebars, can't really judge a place by one meal. And it was really cool inside. Like, I would definitely sit down there and drink a bunch of beers. And we walked into a gift shop, and I overheard some lady talking about how we saw a sign when it came in said no OHV vehicles, $300 fine. She was saying that they got a new mayor from New York City here, and apparently he banned all OHV vehicles, and she said she used to make so much money, almost all of her money, just by doing ATV tours around here. So I was like, God damn, man, why would they? I wonder what reason they have to ban that. The town's got one street. As long as you got a cop here making sure they don't like go nuts on it or nothing like that, I don't know why you couldn't have them on the street out here. You got one street in the whole thing and nothing but wilderness. Why wouldn't you let an ATV roll down it? But if you know anything more about that and you're around these parts, maybe you could tell me why. Is it just someone not wanting to make the town different, not wanting to see ATVs on it, or is there something else going on? Would piss me the hell off to think about, someone coming down from somewhere else and being like, oh, I'm going to make this like, well, this is telling us to go off-road. Well then. Anyway, as I was saying, you're surrounded by nothing but trails. It just would piss me the hell off to think of somebody coming from the big city and being like, well, I want to make this place nice for me and all my rich dickhead friends, which is kind of what she was making it sound like, and being like, no more ATVs on the street because him and all his highfalutin friends don't want to see him. But there's always two sides to every story, so who knows? Shay Lisi's probably pretty mad at me for taking her on yet another gravel road. I think these Silver Wings this trip are doing more off-roading than they've ever done in their entire lives. Oh, you got it, Shay Lisi. You don't need my help. And not like she was scared. She's just being pragmatic. She doesn't want to drop the bike. Silverton, pretty cool place. Food, well, it's the only meal I've ever eaten there. Can't judge a place by one overcooked elk burger. Now it's back to the $1 Million Highway. Our next stop is Ouray. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I do a lot of things wrong, so I have to assume that $1 Million Highway gets crazier later on. I don't care, like, even if it's not, like, super crazy on the road, I don't really care because just the views are absolutely insane. But that first stretch of it from Durango to Silverton was not like it was crazy. It definitely was not crazy. I'd say anybody could do that very easily, regardless of your skill level. The only way that you'd really get in trouble on that first section anyway is if you overestimated your skill. It's funny that way sometimes because people who are very new to riding and don't have as much confidence, sometimes they get into way less trouble than somebody who's been riding for a little while and has too much confidence. I'll be honest with you, it wouldn't matter if this road was in a straight line with views like this. I mean, I'm glad it's not. This is probably the most straight line part of it, but I'm saying, even if it was just this the whole way, it'd still be worth it with these views. I love seeing everybody on motorcycles out here. Dude, everyone just stoked to be alive and on two wheels, baby. I love it. Well, I guess I'll find out if I can get sick of these views or not, because this is our view for the next over 7 hours, and that's if we don't even pull off and freaking try to take some pictures or stop for any more food or gas or anything like that. This is supposedly the next 7 hours of this. 200 miles, only 200 miles, but 7 hours. I like the sound of that. Wow, what a joy this is to ride. I don't know, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe it's just later sections, but who said this was dangerous? This seems like the road is super smooth. It's not messed up. Like, I don't know, man. Seems pretty nice to me. Maybe this is the same thing as Ortega Highway, which everyone was just like, Ortega Highway, Dead Man's Curve, Ortega Highway is so dangerous. People died there. I was going to Ortega Highway, which we loved, by the way. I loved Ortega Highway. I was going there thinking like, oh my God, it's going to be nothing but switchbacks and decreasing radius turns and crappy roads and just be like the most dangerous thing I've ever ridden in. It was a pretty normal road, not super technical, really beautiful, nice curving road with great views. It's not really the road. It's the people on the road that make it deadly. So maybe, I don't know, maybe $1 Million Highway is the same thing. Maybe it's got that legendary status and it just attracts the wrong people. Or the right people. I don't know. It depends on which way you look at it. It's all a matter of perspective, baby. If you can think you're the right person and you can find out real quick the way someone else is looking at you, you're definitely the wrong person. So I just kind of try to not decide who's who. We just do our thing and we say howdy to everybody. Oh, that's so cool. You can see like how everybody's climbing the mountain over there to get on the other side of it. I love that. Uh-oh. It's the Italian daddy. And now the high-vis daddies. Nothing but GS's and multistradas out here, huh? I don't know what's wrong with me that I feel like I'm having more fun doing the $1 Million Highway on this motorcycle than I would on my multistrada, but hey, I try not to question it too much. I just roll with the punches, baby. Oh, now we get to look over that whole valley that we just rode through. God, I love that. That would never get old. Never get old to me, anyway. Oh, Mr. Nice Guy. Thanks, bud. He's letting us go by. Awful nice of you. Yeah, make sure you let Shay go by, too. I'd have been like, oh, I'm going to turn awful nice to you to them's fighting words real quick, bud. Ah, would you look at that? How freaking cool. Maybe this is what they're talking about. No guardrails here. It makes it dangerous. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to get pretty out of shape to fall down that. It's not like the road is like crazy, super narrow or something like that. I mean, trust me, you'd get messed up falling down that. Like, you might not go all the way down. It doesn't go straight down, so you might be able to stop yourself. But let me tell you what, bud. Go ahead and knock yourself into a guardrail. You're going to be having a lot of problems there, too. Oh, this is amazing. It's freaking cool. I'm just absolutely loving this, man. This is just like an absolute motorcyclist paradise out here. Freaking amazing. Yeah. Good place for a picture. I probably should have stopped there, too, but I'm a bad YouTuber. Oh, it just breaks your heart. It's so nice out here. Oh my God. Wow. Look at what this opens up to. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see you, $1 Million Highway. Before I was kind of like, I don't know about this. This doesn't seem that special. Now I'm just like, yo, this is a really special. Wow, man. The only thing I don't know is I want to pull off and freaking check everything out and stop everywhere. And I'm just like, dude, if I keep on doing that, we ain't going to make it to our hotel till 2 o'clock in the freaking morning. Gosh. Okay, yeah. I take back everything. What a treasure this road is. Wow, man. Look, I can see Shay Lisi. Hi. Oh. Okay, I guess I could see how it'd be dangerous, especially with views this spectacular. And if you're going fast, too. Which I'm not planning on going fast. Not that the traffic would let us anyway, but I don't know, man. I'm on a Silver Wing that's going to be a raffle motorcycle. I'm not trying to prove anything out here and go full max wrist in the mountains. Alright, slow down. Speaking of going full send, slow down here a little bit and let Shay Lisi catch up to me. There she is. I don't want to get too separated right now, especially with no cell service. Oh, like this, damn, they got you going down to 10 miles an hour. Hell yeah. That's how you know it's good. What does a 10 mile an hour turn look like? Oh, like this, I guess. I want to watch Shay Lisi do it in my mirror. Ah, she did that just fine. She's fine. Oh, Shay Lisi's been riding a motorcycle since, gosh, she got her first motorcycle when she was 18. She's 27 now, so going on a decade. Not the most experience in the world, but it's a damn sight more than some. And she went motorcycle full time. I mean, from 18 to 25, all she had was a motorcycle. Alright, I'll slow down. I freaking get freaked out until I see her coming around the corner behind me. Even though I know she's fine. She's fine. She's not going to get herself into trouble. Shay Lisi's definitely one of those people who doesn't feel the need to prove herself. She knows what she can do. What goes up must come down, I guess. I thought when I saw those squiggles on the map, I thought for sure we were going back up, but we're going deeper. Deeper within the bowels of the mountain. Personally, I prefer the bosom of the mountain, but that's just me. It's crazy, even though the suspension is definitely like, if you hit any variation in the road in a turn with me on this thing, hold on tight. But other than that, gosh, the frame on this thing, just the way it turns in and handles, like, these Silver Wings handle quite well. I imagine with some proper suspension, this thing would be an absolute monster. Oh, so yeah, exactly. Some proper suspension, a fast motor, a couple other things. You know what I mean? A whole new bike. Oh man, this guy let me go, but Shay Lisi's behind him. I gotta go right back around. I appreciate you so much, but I can't leave Shay Lisi behind. Well, I mean, I say I can't leave her behind, but right now there's not exactly anywhere for me to really pull off. God damn, not that I'm complaining, frickin'. Look at all of this. Phenomenal. What an absolutely magical piece of road. All right. I'm going to pull over here and wait for Sheely. See, I appreciate you, truck. Thank you. You're doing the right thing. Being a very nice guy. There she comes right away. Wow, man. I can't stop taking photographs. It's just too freaking amazing. Just freaking wild. Alright, this is not the best place to ride one-handed. I'm like, I can't stop myself though. The pictures are just too good. You know, when they're like, oh yeah, people die out there on motorcycles, it's so dangerous. I'm like, it's fine. Or I'm like waving my camera around and trying to ride through all this like one-handed. Howdy, y'all. The guy on the bike, hi Biz Daddy over there. I think he was judging me. Sorry, man. Just doing it for the memories. When you're riding one-handed down something like this, it just keeps you honest. You know, you're too busy taking pictures to ride crazy, right? Right. That makes sense. I'll tell it to the judge. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could look at this for years and not get tired of it, I feel like. Of course, I wouldn't want to see it covered in snow. Probably very pretty, but I wouldn't want to be here. Oh, we have got to stop there. This is amazing. I know I shouldn't be like filming as much with my phone, but I'm just like, oh my God.
I would make you want to, but I'm scared.
No. Don't. Well, looks like we're going to be doing some night riding on these roads. We are.
Oh God. I have to turn my handlebars.
No, just put it in gear. All right, let it go. Don't turn your handlebars. All right, got it. Don't forget your kickstand. Even short tunnels, they never get old. This place is the most impressive place in the great outdoors that I have ever been. I think I can even Yosemite. I don't know. Maybe it's a tie with Yosemite. I'm not really sure. God, don't make me only pick one child from the fire. I don't even know how I could make up my mind. Oh my God. And this reveal, like the red rocks out here. Oh, wow. I feel like there's so many little side roads everywhere. Like if I had my Dirtster, I feel like I could just come out here, just spend a month out here exploring. Oh, take it easy. Well, I guess when I'm like, oh, I could spend a month out here exploring. Well, all these guys in these really nice overland vans, I mean, I guess that's what they're doing. Gotta get the Dirtster out here. I mean, really what I want is my KTM. But, I mean, my KTM has a tag on it, so it's not like I couldn't ride it on the streets here. But, you know, I'll probably be getting a couple of funny looks from riding a two-stroke around with a tag, but it is street legal. Ooh, this town has a brewery? Okay. Silverton was pretty neat. And even though we ate there, God, we should have waited to eat in Ray. This place looks... I'm sorry, Silverton, this place looks better. Well, we're just at the gas station, and the guy at the gas station goes, don't worry, Shay. It's nothing but paved roads the entire way. Literally, like, 500 yards later. We are once again off-road. Sorry, Shayleese. Dude, I think we got a few miles of unpaved roads. Sorry. Shay, you can check yours if you want. That was definitely the wrong way. Did nothing but tell me to come back when I was going that way. Well, even if it's absolutely the wrong way, it's still very pretty. I don't know what's going on. It won't even load a route now. Let's just keep on going until something got service, I guess. Wow, we're lost. We're lost, and my little black box has completely stopped working. Will not load any maps. I guess this is why people have GPSs. I don't. I got full bars here. Come on, man. How do I have full bars and it can't give me a map right now? Oh, I guess we're just gonna ride this way till we find a city. I don't freaking know. It's like, don't really have much of an option. It's not like I'm gonna go like, oh, I should have turned left up there. It's just a very winding road through the mountains. So I think we're headed generally in the right direction. So I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? All right, after pulling over and consulting both our phones, we still don't know where we are. So we're just gonna continue to, this road looks pretty major, so I figure if we follow it far enough, we'll eventually get to something. Well, at least we aren't lost in like Kansas or something. Yes, if we're gonna be lost anywhere, Colorado's the spot, I think. No offense to all my Kansas peeps. I'm sure you guys, there's cool stuff there. Kansas City barbecue. See, I named one cool thing about Kansas. Oh wait, is Kansas City barbecue from Kansas or is it from Missouri? Oh, lost and stuck behind the garbage truck. This is a Shade Tree Surgeon and Shayleese adventure, all right. Can we get around him? No. Wait, nope. Where's he going? He's going over the wall. Oh, man, really? Damn, dude. We could have got around him. He got in the freaking passing lane. Whatever, this guy probably, if he lives out here and drives a garbage truck, he probably drives through these mountains like the wind. Of course, on our end, it's a little bit of a foul wind. Well, being lost doesn't take away from the grand beauty of Colorado. But I will tell you this, I think this is the last trip I take without buying a GPS. Oh, joy. Just hanging here behind the garbage truck. No idea where we're at. But we are getting pelted with trash. Colorado trash. All right. As much fun as it's been hanging out with you, Mr. Waste Management Truck of Colorado, I think it's time to say goodbye. All right, lost or not. Holy mackerel. Wow, man. Talk about being able to see forever. It also just feels like in the past 25 miles, we entered a different state. Like, these mountains were just green and mossy looking, and now they look like sand dunes. Man, fucking America's a weird place sometimes. Well, we're unlost now, and things suck way worse. Before, when we were lost, it was just really great scenery. Everything was awesome. Now we're unlost, and we're riding directly into the sun, which is not my favorite. And just got a call from the hotel where I'd made reservations right outside the Rocky Mountain National Forest. They're like, yeah, Orbit's overbooks our hotel all the time, so we ain't got nothing for you. And everything else in the surrounding radius is also sold out, so... I mean, we got to do $1 Million Highway. That was very cool. But goddamn, dude, I guess there was a there was a reason I turned right last time and not left. Holy crap, man. Now we gotta figure out if we can find a hotel in Grand Junction or not. Can we go back to being lost? I like that a lot better. Ooh. What a reveal. Damn. How do I get to the top of that thing? Alright, I was frustrated a minute ago, but now I see just nothing but mountains I want to see the other side of. Alright, well, things are looking slightly up, as in we're headed back up. Nothing against Grand Junction, but I really didn't want to stay there since our eventual goal is the Rocky Mountain National Forest. Even though I couldn't get a hotel where I wanted one, we were able to find one about 100 miles outside of the Rocky Mountain National Forest. So it's closer, and hopefully there's somebody's still got the beer turned on when we get there, because I need one. Yeah, I think this is gonna work just fine. I'm just getting right back up into the mountains. Sun's setting on them. It looks absolutely amazing. Me and Shayleese out here. You know what, man? I let my a little bit of frustration get the better of me for but a moment, and it's all better now. And once again, life is good, baby. That's the funny thing about it is, life was never bad. It was never bad. I just forgot how good it was for a little bit. The hell am I getting mad about? Anybody in the world right now, anybody in the world would probably love to trade places with me. You believe what I get to see right now? Luckiest dude in the world. And I know it. I know I'm lucky as hell. Trust me, it's not lost on me for a freaking second. Oh! I hope Shay saw that. She wanted to see a bighorn sheep so bad. There's one right on the side of the road. I thought it was a donkey for a second until I saw its horns. Damn, dude, I saw an animal. The roads are beautiful. The sunset's amazing. Oh, the air just is caressing every nook and cranny of my body like a long-lost lover. And we get a tunnel. I love it. Oh, and the sunset. Just letting this beauty wash over me. Chaotic good and reckless optimism. Two qualities much beloved by the moon.
Alright guys, that's gonna about do it for this video. $1 Million Highway was just absolutely a bucket list item for me, and it was worth it. You know, maybe in the beginning I was sitting there going like, oh my gosh, I thought it was gonna be crazier. It was spectacular, and it was worth it, and I would go back and do it again in a freaking heartbeat. And I'm sure there's gonna be people in the comments going, it's overrated, or this road is better, that road is better. I'm sure there's better roads. There's probably better roads like a mile away from it in Colorado. I'm just telling you, it was worth it, and it was amazing. So that's coming from me. I just did it. A+. If you know one better, that's great for you. I'm back in Tampa now. I'm not in Colorado, so it doesn't do me a whole lot of good right this second. So if you do know one better, don't hesitate to leave it down below, because I will be going back to Colorado like 100%. Once it warms up there a little bit anyway. I ain't going there during the winter. You ain't gonna catch me dead in Colorado over the winter. In other news, there is less than 1 week left to the Weirdo Campout, which means there's less than 1 week left. Buy a raffle ticket to win one of those 2 silver wings that you saw in this video, and a one-way ticket to Tampa, and enough gas money to get home on your own sketchy Honda adventure. Or you might win a Humvee and a $1,000 gas card. And even if you don't win anything, you can feel amazing about buying a $25 raffle ticket, because 100% of that money goes to benefit the young men who are starting their lives over at Forgotten Angels. It goes to help them build tiny homes, to help them get gas to drive to work, to help them get the first shot at life that they never got from their parents after the system failed them, after they were made homeless. And guess what? You can come to the campout. You can come to the campout and you see exactly where your 25 bucks goes. And yes, $25 makes a difference. There's a link down below. less than a week to go. We got people coming in from all over the country to the Weirdo Campout. The guy who won Road King Kong, my friend Mike, Lost on the Road 21, is currently right now riding from Portland, Oregon, just like we did in the Silver Wings, on Road King Kong, which he won to come to the Weirdo Campout. So yes, you can win one of these bikes. Yes, we will fly you into Tampa, we'll party with you, and then we'll send your ass home with a horrible hangover and enough gas money to get there so you can have a sketchy adventure too. Links down below, y'all. Until next time, keep it weird.